Hey guys, happy Thursday. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to review Wednesday's story problem. We're also going to review Thursday's. So we get caught up. We're a little behind. It's more like Mrs. Wheatley's behind. Okay, so here we go. Wednesday's story problem. Arturo has 123 lollipops and Maya has 186 lollipops. How many more does Arturo need to have the same amount as Maya? Explain your answer. Well, I'm going to take some notes for myself. I'm going to say that A is going to represent what Arturo has. And he has 123 lollipops. M is going to be how much Maya has. And Maya has 186 lollipops. So I just kind of took some notes for myself to help me remember as I work through the problem. So what I'm also thinking is there's two ways to do this and two ways I would see you do it in our classroom. One of the ways is I would see some of you guys want to just count up. You would start at 123 and then you would count up to 186 to find the difference between the two, to find out how many more Arturo needs to have the same amount. I would also see some of you do a simple subtraction problem. So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to go ahead and subtract. And I'm going to say 186 because that's my amount I need Arturo to get to. So I need to find the difference between where Arturo is at and where he needs to be, which is the 186 if he wants to have the same as Maya. So 186 subtract 123 equals. So here's my equation so you can see it. All right. You all know that I like to break it down by hundreds, tens, and ones. It's probably one of my favorite strategies. So that's what I'm going to do again. I'm going to start in the hundreds place. 100 subtract 100 equals 0. Now my tens. 80 subtract 20 equals 60. Okay, now the ones. 6 subtract 3 equals 3. So now I have to put my differences back together to find out my whole amount. So I'm going to say 60 plus 3 equals 63. Arturo needs 63 more lollipops to have the same amount as Maya. So when we're trying to find the difference between two items, one thing that we can do is we can use addition, so the inverse operation, to check what we did. So I'm going to put this all back in using the inverse. And I'm going to have 186 be the sum, and I'm going to have 123 be part, and I'm going to have the 63 be a part. If 123 plus 63 really is 186, then my answer is correct. So here I go checking my work. I'm going to say 123 plus, because I'm using the inverse operation to check my work, 63 equals 186. All right, I'm going to do hundreds, tens, and ones again. So there's nothing in the hundreds place. I'm going to just record down that I have 100. Then I have 20 plus 60 equals 80. And then I have 3 plus 3 equals 6. So I'm going to put my hundreds, my tens, and my ones back together. When I write it 100 plus 80 plus 6, it's in expanded form. When I put it all back together, I'm going to end up with 186. And that's how I know I'm right. The 63 is the correct answer because when I put it back together, it's 186. All right, guys, let's go over to Thursday. We're going to do 2 days in one time. All right, there's Thursday. Thursday's story problem is totally different. We've been working on addition and subtraction so far this week, but now we're going to work on time and how to add time together. So my story problem starts with you waking up. On Monday, you woke up at 7:36 a.m. You took 30 minutes to eat breakfast and get ready for the day. Then you worked on your reading homework for 45 minutes. After reading, you decided to take a brain break. what time will it be when you take your brain break? So I'm going to say that I started at 7:36. And it took me 30 minutes to eat my breakfast and 45 minutes to work on my reading homework. So I just took some notes for myself. The time I woke up, the time it took me to eat my breakfast, and the time that it took me to complete my reading assignment. For me, I think it's going to be easiest if I add the two times together. So I'm going to add my 30 minutes and my 45 minutes. I'm going to put those together, and then I'm going to use that amount and go back to my start time and kind of work through a clock. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I have 30 minutes plus 45 minutes. So I'm going to say 30 plus 40 equals 70. And then I have 70 plus 5 equals 75 minutes. From the time that I wake up to the time that I take a brain break, I've spent 75 minutes doing things. So I'm going to take that 75 minutes and add it to what time I woke up to find out what time it was when I took my brain break. We have to know a couple of interesting things about time. Something that you need to know when you're doing this is that really 60 minutes is 1 hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the 60 minutes from the 75 minutes, and I'm going to record that down as that I had 1 hour. That'll help me add it in to my time that I woke up to find out what time I ended my reading block and got to do a brain break. So this is how I'm going to do that. I know that 60 minutes is the same as saying 1 hour. So I'm going to say 75 subtract 60 equals 70 subtract 60 equals 10. And I still had 5 minutes over here. So I have 10 plus 5 equals 15. My 60 is the same as 1 hour. And I messed up. I wanted to write the word hour, and I wrote an N. That's silly. All right. So I know that I have 1 hour and 15 minutes. So now what I can do is I can say 7 plus 1 hour, because this is the hour spot, would put me at 8. So now I have 7 o'clock plus an hour. So plus 1 hour is going to get me to 8 o'clock. But I have that 36 minutes sitting there, and I can't forget about it. So now I'm going to work on my minutes. And I'm going to say 36 plus 15, because that's how many minutes I had left from the 75 minutes that it took me to eat my breakfast and work on my reading. So here's my 15, and I'm bringing it back to my minutes down here. So you want to add like things, hours to hours, minutes to minutes. That's why I took away the 60 so that I could keep it as 1 hour, and then I was left with the minutes. So now I have 36 plus 15. So I'm going to do tens and ones because it's easiest for me. And I'm going to say 30 plus 10 equals 40. Now I'm going to go over to my ones, and I have 6 plus 5 equals 11. So now I'm going to put my minutes back together. 40 plus 11 equals 51. So my hour was 8. My minutes is 51. So I took my brain break at 8:51 a.m. See all my work there? I took my brain break at 8:51 a.m. Hopefully you got that. If not, go over to Brain Pop Junior, and there's some videos on how to tell time and telling time to the minute. And if you need some help with that, that would be a good resource there. All right. Hope you guys got those things right. If not, go back, edit, and revise. And we know that we do, we just learn so much more when we revise our thoughts. All right, guys. See you later.